parts for the airline before. Hello. Probably should have had the camera on yesterday. Yesterday was not the best. Yesterday was actually a pretty fun day. It was an adventure. Let's call it an adventure. We stayed at a truck stop, a Petro, P-E-T-R-O. I don't know.
I don't know if I can.
We stayed there, and when we went to leave yesterday morning, the left front airbag decided to leak where it gets all the way folded down at.
Oh, sorry.
One of those cracks were leaking. I don't know which one right now. Don't care. So the front end didn't want to go up, and then the front end went up, and then it quit leaking. But I wasn't going to drive out of here knowing that there was a crack in the bag. So, yeah, we decided we had to replace the bag. They have a truck shop right on the other side of their parking lot.
That you can see. There.
That was just awesome for the service. They wouldn't work on the bus because the bus was too heavy. They put a young guy underneath it first, and he thought he was going to, even though I told him there was a bag that leaked, but it just quit leaking miraculously. I didn't say that word right. And, he decided to look underneath it, and then he started hearing a hissing, and he pulled himself out, and then the bus set itself down, and I'm glad it didn't kill him, but he never should have got underneath the thing without having it blocked up, and I even told him that. Unless it's already aired down and you can fit underneath it, don't go underneath it. And, yeah, I told him, hey, this thing has a leak, don't get underneath it. Get this thing blocked up before you even poke your head underneath it to see what you have to do. And I walked out of the shop, and 5 minutes later he comes in white as a ghost, and he didn't listen to me. And I don't know, I have some intuition sometimes, but whatever. That same truck shop had someone die there. I don't know how long ago, but they still had this memorial up for him, and that's what the lady that was working there had said. So yeah, they didn't want to work on the bus after that.
I can't say I blame them. That'd be scary.
Yep. They didn't want to work on the bus, but they said I could work on it in the parking lot, which was awesome because that saves me money.
And they were really helpful. Really helpful.
Super helpful even from that point forward. The manager drove me to the Freightliner place to buy one of these adapter pieces. The bag they sold me isn't exactly the same.
Yeah, here's the top of the old one.
It was held on by one bolt, and then it had this part of the port for the airline screwed into there. And the new bag has two ports and then these massive nuts. And if you look at the original bag, they're straight apart from each other, and on this one, the one was offset to about right here. So through this 1/4 inch, I believe, steel plate, I needed to drill, I don't know what size hole that was. But that took me like 45 minutes to get that hole in that.
Whatever.
Either way, I only had a 1/2 inch drill bit, so the file's over there. I had to use the file to get it the rest of the way. It was, maybe I had more than an hour into that hole. Either way, it worked out, my measurements worked. This will allow the air fitting to be in the same place. We had to put 2 adapters on it to make it work because it's a smaller inlet. I hope that doesn't create an issue when I'm kneeling or coming off kneel with one bag maybe filling faster than the other. Doesn't really look like I'm losing anything through here. It just looks like inside of here is where it's going to get a little bit smaller. We'll find out. But the bag, this is the bag they had, and when I opened it up, I'm like, that's not the right bag. And then I Google searched, and this Goodyear bag part number turned into this part number. So just an updated bag. This is what they had. Yeah, so that's what I ended up using. I wish this was the only part that was different, but this wasn't the only part. Oh, so now I have to use this adapter, which is going to have this up higher. But because we raised the floor, speaking of floor.
Yeah, we had to cut our own little access hatch in because
I couldn't get the line. I think we got some photos of that yesterday, but I couldn't get the airline disconnected working through this. I had this plate drop down. It came down just enough to get my arms in there, and I couldn't get the airline disconnected because as it dropped down, it pulled tension on the side of the airline. I knew where it was at. I decided to cut a hole in the floor. I wish I would have cut the rectangle hole first, but I took a big hole saw thinking I could do it with that first, and I just couldn't get 2 arms working through that hole, so I had to cut a bigger hole. So now I don't have a board that just fits right in here. I'll have to make one.
It'd be nice to have an access hatch.
Yeah.
Honestly, might not be a bad idea to put one in over here too, under the chair.
Because I want to replace that bag as soon as I can get a bag for it. I wish it was just the top of the bag that was different, or the problems that I had, but before I decided to do it myself, when the truck stop wouldn't do it, and the other truck shop in town would do it on Tuesday, but this was on a Friday. I think it's Saturday now. Yeah, that was Friday.
Saturday
and,
now.
The bottom of the bag, this one was convex and this one was concave, but the pistons were exactly the same all the way around. So the guy at the truck stop swapped these pistons over for me. I didn't even know they could come apart like that. And so that actually wasn't even that big of a problem. The other big problem I had was that this stud broke off. And I barely put a wrench on it. I had just a 3/8 ratchet on it, and I just wanted to see if I could get the stuff loose or not, and this one broke off. I put a torch on this one before I took it off. Yeah, I probably should have put a torch on this one. You always say that after you break something off.
But with the ease with which it came off,
yeah, I didn't.
And maybe it was supposed to happen because it would have done that by itself.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
This stud's a little bit shorter. It's what I had left over from when I put the railing back in, but they're grade 8, so they're plenty strong. This, I measured the number of threads that are going to hang out the bottom. I think I'm going to be about a half a thread inside of the nut on this one. So I'm going to have 95% of the nut holding it on. It's what I have, and the hardware store is a few miles away. We don't have a toad. It's just me. So it'd be me on my feet for 5 miles to get a bolt that fits half a thread longer. I think this is going to work fine. I drilled out the old one. This is a bolt coming in from the backside. You can't get to it, but it doesn't turn because of the way I ground. I had to grind the plastic. Had to grind a little bit of this plastic. I spent some time yesterday. It's plastic. It will move easy enough. So now the bolt will stay there just well enough, and then I'll use my impact to put the nut on, and I'll be just fine. These are the original bags. I guarantee they're original bags because all of this taping and stuff, the sealing was all original. There was no, I had to break the seal, and there's no visual marks of where someone scraped the seal off and put a new seal on. Hey,
battery's charged.
Yeah, now I just get to put this in. It was dark yesterday by the time we were done.
And full.
We had a truck on each side of us nice and close, so there really was no room to work. Now it's the next morning, so there's room to work. It's ready to go back in. It should go in way easier than it came out. Yeah, all my grinding and drilling, all that kind of stuff is done. That was the hardest work, I think. But yeah, so bus life, adventurous. As for the cost of this repair, I think I'm into it right now for $225 to $230. The original was like $200. And
it's like a dollar, like 189 plus tax.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it was
189 plus. It came up to like 201, 202, and that got us the bag. I have $17 into fittings. I tipped the guy $20, so I guess I'm a little, maybe closer to $250. But I mean, $250 sucks to just have to go spend on a repair, but it's really not the end of the world.
It's not that much. Not that much in the grand scheme of things.
We put 3 times that. Yeah, 3 times that amount of money.
It was $683 worth of diesel.
The day before.
The day before.
And that's not even a full. That was 2/3 of a tank. I was down to a third only.
2 days before.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
No, it was the day before.
Yeah, it was the day before. So, either way, yeah, this isn't even the most expensive part of the trip. The fuel is still the most expensive part of the trip.
Oh, for sure.
Not the end of the world.
Wow, that sounded really Minnesotan. Oh, for sure.
For sure. I didn't even say it Minnesotan. You can go pull the blocks out on the other side.
You watch the road. Wow, that's really cool. That's so cool. I love sandhill cranes. And here's the lone guys over here all by themselves. Oh, all over the skies. I don't even know if you'll be able to see them in the videos, but wow. All over the place.
Surrounded by dinosaurs.
Oh, look at the clusters of them, little groups of them. We have seen thousands of sandhill cranes on this little stretch of Nebraska 80.
Look at them all right there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, they're like my favorite birds next to bald eagles. There's more. Look at them all. Oh, look at them all. Hi! Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. The bus is bouncing and I'm waving. Oh, there's more back in that field too. Cows must love them. In that pond, maybe. Yes, that is a water slide. That's a homemade water slide. That was so cool. Oh, I love sandhill cranes. It's a pretty little Volvo.
Yeah, it is.
You'd probably just go in the center.
Yeah, wow, it's all mass down there. No wonder they get so many flat tires. I don't know what that cop's doing. Now he's heading back the other direction. They're driving back and forth like madmen.
.60 degrees and it's 11:43 and we're finally back in the right time zone. My body didn't adjust with the daylight savings time zone or time change, so being back in mountain is nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It feels right. It doesn't feel like it's 12:45.
One eternity later.
I'll need the impact with the Phillips screwdriver. I'll need the case of bits.